Welcome back, Shades and Shadows, to another episode of Haunted America. Tonight we're stepping into the marble corridors of the U.S. Capitol, where one vice president decided that even death couldn't stop him from enjoying a nice, long soak. This is the tale of Henry Wilson, the 18th Vice President of the United States, champion of abolition, and the man whose ghost is still heard splashing. Let's start at the beginning because Henry Wilson's story is pure American rags to riches. Henry was born Jeremiah Jones Colbeth on February 16, 1812, in a poor farming family in Farmington, New Hampshire. At age 10, he was indentured, basically sold into farm labor, until he turned 21. When his time was up, young Jeremiah did something bold. He changed his name to Henry Wilson and walked away to start a new life. He became a shoemaker in Natick, Massachusetts, nicknamed the Natick Cobbler, building a successful small business making shoes. However, politics called. Deeply opposed to slavery after witnessing its horrors in Washington, D.C., Wilson threw himself into the fight. He helped form the Free Soil Party, joined the Republicans, and served nearly 2 decades as a U.S. Senator from Massachusetts. As chairman of the Senate Military Affairs Committee during the Civil War, he pushed hard for Union victory and emancipation. After the war, this radical Republican fought for civil rights, helping shape the Civil Rights Act of 1875 and supporting the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments. In 1872, he was elected vice president alongside Ulysses S. Grant, but his health was already failing. He suffered a stroke early in his term and spent much of his vice presidency weakened. Now here's where the story turned spooky. Henry Wilson loved a good hot bath. He suffered from pleurisy and other ailments, and the large marble bathtub in the Senate's bathing facilities downstairs became his favorite retreat. On November 10, 1875, he went down for what was supposed to be a relaxing soak. The water was unusually hot, and when he got out, he complained of severe pain in his back. He was helped upstairs to the vice president's room, right near the Senate chamber, to rest. Sadly, he never recovered. 12 days later, on November 22, 1875, Henry Wilson died from a stroke in that very room at the age of 63. Henry became the first vice president to lie in state in the Capitol Rotunda. For those that don't know, lie in state is a formal public ceremony where the casket of a deceased official, usually a head of state, government leader, or esteemed military official, is placed on display in a prominent government building, such as the U.S. Capitol Rotunda. According to Capitol lore, Wilson never really left. Staffers, police officers, and late-night visitors have reported strange things in the corridors leading to the old vice president's room and near the Senate bath area. The unmistakable sound of water splashing in an empty tub, sudden damp chills in the air even on warm days, accompanied by the faint scent of old soap. Coughing and sneezing echoing down empty hallways as if someone with a bad cold is trying to clear his throat, and the creepiest one, a shadowy figure still dripping wet, hurrying back upstairs toward the Senate chamber, fresh from his bath like he's late for a vote. One story tells of a Capitol police officer standing watch over a senator lying in state in the Senate chamber. He looked up and saw a man in old-fashioned clothes, skin glistening as if just out of the tub, walking right past him before vanishing. Another guard swore he heard vigorous splashing late at night, went to check the bath area, and found it completely dry and empty. Some say Wilson's ghost is still trying to finish the work he started, fighting for justice, equality, and maybe just one more peaceful soak without the interruption of a stroke. He rose from indentured farm boy to the second highest office in the land through sheer grit. Maybe that same stubborn determination keeps him lingering in the halls where he served. So next time you're touring the Capitol, especially if you find yourself near the old Senate wing on a quiet evening, listen closely. If you hear water running where it shouldn't, or feel a sudden, clammy chill, just whisper, "Take your time, Mr. Vice President, the Senate can wait." That's our soak in the supernatural for tonight. Henry Wilson reminds us that some people leave such a big mark on history, even death can't dry them off completely. Sleep tight and maybe skip the midnight bath if you're anywhere near the Capitol. Until next time, stay curious, stay spooky, and whatever you do, don't let the water get too cold.